I've taken two trades today. It is June 4th. I'm going to be done for the day. I'm slightly green, which is great. Had one loss and one win today. Let me just tell you what I was looking at and how I traded it today. Um, this is the NASDAQ 100 futures. This is a daily chart. As you can see, we've sort of rolled over a little bit, but we're trying to bounce back up again, which, kind of creates a bit of a opposition here because we've got downward pressure, but we've got upward pressure, right? So it's kind of creating more of a neutral, choppy zone, I think, and that's definitely what I experienced today trading. So that's the daily. The 4 hour kind of gives you a little bit more of an insight into that. Uh, we had a strong downtrend here, but we did get a strong bounce here, and then another pullback, big pullback, and another bounce. So we just been kind of bouncing back and forth, and without any real clear. When you see a lot of sort of level bars like this, it's not like this where you've got a nice trending situation. You've got like these. Some people call it a Christmas tree. You just see bars, alternating color bars. So it's just not. It's not a great situation, really, to tell you the truth. On the 1 hour today. You can say we're in an uptrend for sure. I would definitely say that. Right here, the 9 o'clock hour, we were sort of went neutral, and then the 10 o'clock hour, we started going up again. I thought that in looking at these charts and in looking at the 15-minute chart here, that we were going to be going down because I was looking at this ever since 9:30. We look to be in a pretty strong downtrend, especially with this huge buyer's wick here. So I kind of read it that we were headed down. So around 10:15, I put in a sell order, and it didn't really work. I I was using this candle. Oops, sorry, I'm using the wrong thing here. Take that off somehow here. Okay, remove. All right, let's put a fib retrace. I was using this candle here with the huge seller wick on it as the basis for my calculations, where to get in on a short side. And I'll sync that and just show you where I kind of got in and what happened here. When that next candle started at 10:15, we kind of came up here to this 50% level, and we something does not look right with this. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be way up here. There we go. That's better. Okay. So anyway, I read this that it was bouncing off the 61.8 level and it was going to continue down just because this was such a strong rejection of this push up. This was news, but it was strongly rejected. So when I saw this making a new low here, over here, I figured, well, if we get a retracement up to the 61.8 level, then I want to sell it. So I did sell it right around here. Kind of danced around a little bit, popped up to the 50% level and started moving down. I thought, okay, now I'm finally right. So at this point, maybe it would have been a good idea to move my stop to break even, but I was still pretty new into the trade. I wasn't into that much profit. And so what I did do is I did trail my stop, and I moved it down one full R unit. I moved it down, not one full R unit, but I moved it down so that it was following along behind. It started off as 1R, and then it was following along behind as it went down. And the stop was somewhere right around here at that point. And then it just took off to the upside. It kind of took off, bounced, and topped me out. So I took a pretty nasty little haircut on that one, about $4,000, and it was kind of sucked. So I said, well, maybe, just maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it wants to go long today. So on the next candle, I went ahead and reversed my assumptions about this and figured, okay, let me see if I see anything that looks like a long play on the next one. So what I did was I used that next candle as the basis for my calculations and started looking at going long. I don't want to get married to any one side or the other, and I don't want to be reactive. I want to actually take trades where there are trades to be taken, but I started looking at the long side. So what I saw was these candles here, right here, and I saw when things are getting strong, typically they'll bounce off this level, which is the 0.786. So I saw a couple of bounces off here, but I was late for that because actually the candle didn't even really start till right here. So I figured if it bounces off 78.6 again, I'll get in. It did bounce off 78.6 again. I got in. This should have been a warning to me not to get in because this was such a strong down candle. But you know things can bounce. So but the basis of my calculation was that we're moving up. This is the 78.6 line. It's got one bounce, two bounces. I'll take the second bounce. So I took the second bounce. It came down to the 0.618 level. And started and I was a little nervous because you know my stop was where was my stop? I had a 28. I had a 18, 11. I had a 28-point stop. So my stop was on a long position. I got in around here and I had a 28-point stop. I'm not supposed to do that. Drag that down to 28 points. There was my stop down here. It came about halfway to my stop, bounced off the 61.8 level, and just started, you know, ripping. It started ripping, and my first target and only target for this trade was up here at 1.618, and I managed to get out when I saw this little red candle. Saw it wasn't going to quite make it on that push, and I got out here about 49.50 roughly. Let's see, what was it exactly? It was 47.50 where I got out. In at 1975, out at 47.50. So in at 1975 right here, out at 47.50 up here. So that one was better, and that profit on that was 5,550 as opposed to the losing trade, which was 409. So actually did make money today. Not very much, but hey, it's better than being red. So today's profit was $145 per account, or $1,450 overall. So I will definitely take that especially after being down for 4,500. So that was basically the two trades I took today, and that's enough for me. It was very choppy action, hard to read, difficult price action to trade it. But I kind of followed some of my rules and most all my rules, and trailed my stop, and got out at a target, and didn't jump out early just because it wasn't going my way. I waited to get stopped out on the first one, and I waited for my target on the second one. And I think that's me just trading a little bit more from a place of a little bit more confidence, a little bit more just, hey, I'm going to follow my own rules because they're there to protect me and to help maximize my profits and to help minimize my losses. So that's what I did today, and hopefully tomorrow will be a little bit better. I think we have some maybe some news tomorrow. Yeah, a little bit of news today at 10, but it didn't really move the market, I wouldn't say. Tomorrow we've got nearly nothing. Got some Canadian news at 9:45. We've got non-farm employment 8:15. That actually should be good. 8:15. That could actually move the markets around a little bit. The non-farm employment. So I'll look forward to that one. That one's tomorrow, June 5th. Okay. So that's really about it. Once again, follow the rules for the most part. It's choppy price action, tough market to read today, but I waited and did what I thought was best. It didn't really work out that great, but hey, I'm green, and that's the most important thing to me. Okay, that's it for now.